Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Leo.
Hello.
How was the presentation, the talk yesterday?
It was good. I pushed sustainability onto the local community that they want it or not. So that was
Nice.
a bit fun. But yeah, I think that went really well. There were quite a few questions,
It's
which I
always
think
good.
is quite cool. So we'll see if we get some more additional workshops going out of this actually in some companies here. So I think that's cool.
Nice.
How are you doing?
Good. A lot to do.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I hope you get some summer vacation though.
Yes, I have 3 weeks of vacation.
Oh, nice.
Probably 1 week in Denmark and 2 weeks in Iceland.
Wow.
Scandinavia, not too far away from Norway. Maybe at some point I will.
Maybe
make
you'll
it
yeah.
Norway.
Especially from Denmark, it's like 8 hours by bus, or you can take a boat.
Yeah.
So
It's probably too cold to swim and too far away to swim.
No, I mean here at least the water is quite warm in Oslo. It's like there are lots of people bathing right now. It's like 20 plus degrees in the
Wow.
water.
Okay.
So it's actually quite nice. It's not the same in Denmark. It's actually colder there.
Really? Okay. Interesting. It's weird.
Yeah, but if you're gonna swing to Norway at some point, give a heads up.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Okay, cool. I don't know if anybody else will join. I think Malo and Nikki also submitted something to the Doodle form, so perhaps they will join a little bit later. Not sure, but we can get started already. So thanks everyone for joining this meeting. This is a special meeting of the TAG. It's about one action item or one overall tracking initiative. So this meeting is still part of the CNCF, so governed under the CNCF Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be just excellent to each other. In this meeting, we will go through the event, the proposal or the plan, and also there are a bunch of issues that I opened up over the last week. So we will also go through them. Right. So maybe first to maybe discuss the overall event. Is there, so we had a lot of comments here. A lot of people are interested in participating. I think this is awesome. Actually, I did not really expect that that so many people would jump on the ship and are interested. So I think that's actually super super great. Before we get started, are there any comments, like in general, about the event we would like to discuss? So regarding the current plan, yes?
Yeah, sorry, I interrupt you. Yesterday I had a meeting at work and couldn't attend this meeting. Yesterday you had another meeting, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't attend. That's why in this meeting I would like to take the action items that are suitable for me to support this group.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, we will go through the action items one by one, and then maybe there are some ones that are missing, maybe not, and we will discuss this too.
Yeah, and at the end, I would like to ask you, Leo. I have started, but and another colleague added some information as well related to Kubernetes best practices for scheduling.
Right.
You said that after the KubeCon. I don't know. Have you had a chance to check it? I am sure you were too busy.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of this.
Okay, just.
But we can follow up on this maybe over Slack, or we can follow up.
Okay, just
next
for
meeting.
reminding if you have a chance.
Yeah, I need to find time for this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cool. All right, should we go through the plan and just discuss before we move on to the issues, like the event details? Maybe there's like some questions or comments from you all to improve this program before we dive into the topics. Does this sound good?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Nice. All right, cool. So we have this tracking issue. Everything is assigned to this milestone. So we can keep track of everything. The milestone is due until the second week of October. This is currently our targeted week. In general, this is like a summary of what is going on, but this document, I mean, you've seen this. This document describes in more detail what is the plan, and this document is kind of like the hub currently for the overall collaboration. So it also lists, for example, interested folks. So as you can see, this is just like a list I've updated over time, and some actually also edit themselves. So I can see actually this one, I think, edit themselves recently. So if we start with this document, so the idea is that we have 1 week, the second week of October, where we have a lot of local meetups organized. So for example, one of the meetups that Christina went yesterday. So this could participate as a group in this event and organize in Oslo, for example, one event and have a couple of talks about cloud native sustainability. And with chaining all those meetups together and having like one common theme, I think we can have quite a big impact. If we have like one meetup randomly talking about sustainability, this is great. But if we kind of collaborate on this together, I think we can have like a more bigger impact. And that's like the core idea of this event. There have been, and this was also commented in the tracking issue, we are obviously not the first ones with this idea. There's some other people in the cloud native field and in general hosting these kinds of events. And as far as I'm aware, it went quite well. So I think this is also not bad. Maybe in the next weeks or months, we can also reach out to them if we have like certain questions. I know, for example, the Grafana community and Nikki now joined the company, organizes a similar type of event, and the GSF is also organizing something in this direction. So potentially, if we have like certain questions, we can also reach out to them. Also, so I think this is like very the core of the event, have all those meetings. And we were thinking about also organizing one virtual TAG meeting. So there's the Bevy platform. Not sure if you're aware of this, but it's basically, which I can actually show you because I'm the organizer in Hamburg. Oops. So the community CNCF page has all those chapters. And as you can see, you have, as an organizer, like a special dashboard, and we can have one for the TAG environment sustainability as well, to host like a virtual event. So we can use this to stream and to invite speakers and everything. The Hamburg community is like an in-person community, so I don't know actually how it works, but we have support from the CNCF. And they know how to schedule like this virtual meeting. So I think this is maybe also like an interesting experience for the TAG to organize like a bigger event.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Leo, I just wanted to stop in here. Like, so I've used this Bevy for the women in cloud native community. So it really works well.
Yes, okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Because I heard mixed feelings, or I noticed mixed feelings about Bevy itself, that because everybody need to move from the meetup.com groups to Bevy, it was like a big problem. But hearing about that, the virtual stuff works good is nice. So these are like the main two topics. I think the virtual event is also very interesting, also to communicate to a more broader audience what the TAG is all about. So we have like a small mini conference. We can also invite some more like bigger speakers who are in the field and give them maybe a platform to talk about sustainability, or maybe just to share their ideas about sustainability, even if they are not focusing on this field particularly.
Leo, this virtual meeting will be around the world or only Europe-wise? Because of the time zone, I am asking.
Right. This is, yeah, the time zone is the problem. Probably we will use a similar time slot as we do for the regular TAG meeting. So we can cover Europe and North America. But we could also think about, like, we have one idea was also like a previous idea that we have kind of like a 24-hour event, and that we have speakers joining from all around the world, kind of. This was the first idea. So we can cover all the time zones.
And that I also think could be a really cool idea to kind of involve more, like all day DevOps, for example, is like a virtual 24 hours event. And I think like if we get people from the TAG who are in the different time zones, they could probably back up throughout the day to kind of cover the speakers who will be talking at another time zone than Europe, for instance.
Yeah, this is a really cool idea. The only issue is organizing these, right?
The organization would be much challenging.
Yeah, each
we could also think
3 hours
about,
we need
so if we have all those in-person meetups, we have all those organized them maybe in the follow-up week or 2 weeks after, to just talk about like half an hour or something about their event and talk about their learnings or something. So maybe this, and then we could enrich this maybe with some speakers, maybe.
So if I understand correctly, we're going to have the local events, like the in-person event, and then the virtual event, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for the local event, it's going to be happening simultaneously in different locations.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear on that. And it's going to happen at the same time.
More or less. I mean, in the same week.
Okay. I also with the virtual event as well. Like we're going to be doing everything at the same time. The local is going to be going on and the virtual event is going to be going on. Or is
Yeah,
it
the virtual event, this is kind of more up in the air. I think the in-person events are kind of clear, I think, are kind of set. The virtual event, we can be more flexible in terms of how we design this, I think. Maybe like I like the 24-hour idea, but I'm also a little bit concerned about the organization.
Maybe in virtual events, we can keep the meeting duration short, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? Not long, but in person, you can do it 1 hour or 2 hours even.
Right.
Could it be interesting to reach out to those people who have organized such meetings before, for instance, those behind all day DevOps, just to like ask about their experience?
Yeah.
That could be
actually.
interesting, like.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel like if we now also present the idea of having like a 24-hour stream and inviting the local meetup organizers, it may be a little bit much for them. They're already committing the week before. I don't want to. This could maybe, I don't know, push them out of organizing event. I would maybe keep the virtual event a little bit more simple, and keep the 24-hour event in mind, and maybe organize something like this half a year later, without the in-person events, because otherwise maybe we are just committing a little bit too much, and it's already a lot of new stuff, and keeping like folks interested in the 24-hour stream is also can be quite challenging. We don't want to see that there are just 2 people joining the call, right?
Yeah, then that would not be worth the effort.
So maybe more
Probably.
targeting like 3 hours and having like 4 speakers, and then a couple of people from the tag can also talk about their experiences and so on. So they have a platform also to give a talk. Maybe this would be a little bit easier to organize, and it's not so, we don't burden too much the local meetup organizers, and we don't overcommit kind of ourselves.
Yeah, since it's the first time, maybe it would make sense to like be a bit more on the safe side, and we probably don't have like 100% reassurance yet if everyone's on the list is like fully committed the way I understood it.
Yeah. So I like the idea with the 24-hour stream and go around the world. I think this is like also paints like a very nice picture. But maybe we can have this like half a year later or a year later in a follow-up event. Right, and that's the 2 event types. Right, goals. So since this is like we focus more on understanding where we are at in the cloud native sustainability space. Also connect with the end user community. So local meetups can invite companies who are exploring this field, and they have like a platform to also share their insights. And we on the other hand side then collect all of this stuff, put it into the landscape document. So we have seen this one. I can quickly show this. So this is currently our landscape document. It lists basically everything right now which we have collected about cloud native sustainability. And one goal of this event would be afterwards to collect new things which are missing, or maybe to elaborate a little bit more and have like a more complete picture. So this also goes into identifying knowledge gaps. Also one thing which can be quite interesting. So for example, the Kubernetes community, the Falco community, all those communities are now starting to explore more energy consumption and sustainability things. And this event could also be a great platform to connect those maintainers, connect those people. So this could also be a very interesting goal, or this is one of the goals. Raise awareness, obviously, promote the tag, survey, so we can actually learn from what was discussed and where we are at, and providing badges. So just to acknowledge the speakers and the organizers that they are participating. I think this, after KubeCon, everybody shares their badges on their profile. And I think we can do the same thing for this event. We definitely have the ability from the CNCF to do that.
Have you thought of this? Like, how can we create awareness for the event itself?
Right. So we already kind of are doing this by reaching out to the community. So I reached out to all of the folks that have been responding to this issue. So this is like the first wave to kind of. So we need support kind of from everyone, obviously, to make this work. We on our own cannot make this work. So reaching out to them is like the first wave of raising awareness that they are also thinking about maybe this field. And then it's kind of like also up to the local meetup organizers to raise awareness for their meetup. They already have a community. They already have, I don't know, 50, 100 people maybe coming to their meetups. So by just talking about sustainability at one of those meetups, we raise awareness. But we also can definitely support from the CNCF side in terms of sharing the event over social media and promoting it from various channels and talking about it. And there are a couple of issues. Yeah, 1 second. There are a couple of issues which go in this direction. So for example, the website goes in this direction. So we can share the website. Social media promotion is obviously going in this direction. Yeah.
Leo, I don't know it's a good idea or not. Is it possible to give some small gifts to the attenders? Not all of them, maybe there will be a raffle because one of my meeting I did and a lot of people wanted to join, even small gifts. I don't know, do we need to find a sponsor or it?
So maybe we can, so we could potentially get like a promotion code to join virtually the KubeCon NA.
Yeah, this is actually
I could see
it's
something like this happening, yeah.
Yeah, or
but not
like
t-shirts or something like this.
No.
This is not going to happen.
The soft gifts. I mean, like as you said,
yeah,
discount for event or let's say some course discount on Udemy or some other platforms which are not too expensive, let's say.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Do you mind adding a comment to this issue? I'm just writing this.
I will add it, yeah. Could you please send this link to me? I can find actually, but it will be great.
Yep.
Thank you.
There we go. It's a great idea. I think we can definitely do that. Also sharing like as you said, like a training promotion code. I don't know, X% off.
Maybe another thought here could be also to like present a choice if you need a code to the course, or if you want to, for example, it to be a donation for some good cause or planting a tree or whatever. Like
yeah,
I have seen it in multiple places, because then you kind of also can provide that opportunity to those who maybe would not be interested in in a course. Then they could do a good deed.
That's a good idea too. Yeah. Maybe just one idea. Maybe we can open up another issue to track how to attract attendees to the event, because I think this is not really talked about in one of those issues.
Exactly.
So maybe this would be worth it to track it, because these are good ideas. Would somebody be open to open up this issue and assign it to the master?
Yeah. I don't know if you would like to do it, Mehmet. If not, I could probably just create an issue and you could add
That's good.
your suggestion there as well, or up to
I
you.
can edit. I have not started because we are in the meeting. I thought that after the meeting, I can do it.
You want to do it?
Okay. Anything, yeah. I can create after
Okay.
the meeting.
Awesome, awesome, nice. Okay, but yeah, for example, this is like something we can definitely focus on and support the local meetup organizers. Maybe we can actually go through the issues because we're already talking about those. Let's go. Maybe one thing first. So this document, this describes also how to overcome those challenges and so on while participating. And there are a couple of tasks. So these tasks are for local meetup organizers, and these tasks are for us. For example, now, like discovering how to attract attendees could also be like another task for us here. But basically, all of them are translated into those issues. Right. So the first one is welcome slides. The idea with this one is that we just create like a small slide deck. I don't know, 4 or 5 slides, maybe one slide about the tag itself, one slide about maybe the CNCF, maybe not, I don't know. One slide maybe about the overall event, Cloud Native Sustainability Week, what it's about, why it's awesome, what is happening, where you can follow up, a link maybe to the website, and so on. So the local meetup organizers can just use this slide deck, a couple of slides, when they're starting their meetup, and just talk about the overall theme of this meeting. So I think this could be a very good first task, how to help up the local meetup organizers. And this is just like a generic template. We can change it in any way we want. Right. So for all of these, I will work on all of them kind of, but it would be great to get some support. So feel free to just shout out if you're interested, for example, in this one.
For welcome slides, you can add me.
Okay, I was just say myself. Maybe you can add me as well. Maybe we can both work together on this.
Yeah, I think 2 on everyone at least would be great. So we have like kind of like a wingman team or something.
Yeah, even after completing, if someone review the slides, this will be okay as well. Yeah.
Do you mind just adding a comment, because I cannot assign anyone who's not part of. You need to comment first.
No problem.
Otherwise,
just if we need, if we receive any notifications, it will be enough.
Slides. Okay.
This is GitHub, right? I can give my GitHub username if you want.
No, you just need to comment, because otherwise you don't appear in the list.
I should add comment. You mean my GitHub address? You mean, right?
Wait,
doesn't
don't
come
appear
up
here.
NNCY, yeah.
Okay.
Let me check.
Okay, let's figure this out later. I don't know. Let's move on, because we just have half an hour left.
Yeah, actions, website.
Like last time, I think with Christina, it worked on this working group issue. We had like the same problem.
Maybe you have to add me in the project. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming. Is there any project related to it?
Oh, I had to comment, and then you could add me. I didn't need to do anything else at that point.
Maybe I need to refresh just the page.
Yeah, you could try that maybe.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
Everything works with refresh.
I added a
Nice.
comment as well.
Love it. Very cool. Okay. So, right, this one, we have two issues about creating a survey. So the first survey is targeted to the local meetup organizers. So we can have like a form, they can fill out some things, what went well, how to improve this program if we want to do this again, just to share their thoughts, maybe also what was missing to help them if they are participating in the future on an event like this, how to improve in general. So all this retrospective stuff, but also to just talk about sustainability, what has been discussed at the meetup, because I think we can have. So the local meetup organizer team is like a small set of people. If we send a survey to everyone, we want to have this like very slim, so it's easy to fill out. It's not like a big barrier, but I think we can have a little bit more questions to the local meetup organizers. They can maybe have, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes more to fill out a survey, so we can get a little bit more detail.
But here we need to be careful, because if the survey includes many questions, then people generally don't want to feel right.
Right. Yes.
One page, in my opinion, is enough. Some of them can be just yes, no, but some of them is can be open-ended questions. We can check it. You can add me as well here.
Nice.
Do we need to use any tools for the survey, or just creating survey on Google?
There's a link here.
Okay.
And you have everybody has added access. So
okay, thank you. It is already there.
Right. So somebody else who is also interested in this?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Nice. Could you also comment so I can find you? But I think this is like an important point, that we want to have, like, if we do surveys, we want to think about them kind of twice, because if we send them to everyone, especially the other survey, which we also put on the slides, so attendees can fill these surveys out, have them like focus on the user experience. And I also like a lot if there's like an optional field where you can add more details, but you don't need to fill it out. So things like this can.
I think you need to
refresh. You need to refresh it, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I think just having also that opportunity, like you mentioned, I would totally support it, to have an opportunity to actually add some details, because I've seen for the easiness, sometimes it's been removed, but then if someone gives like a lower score, it doesn't actually provide any value in terms of understanding why.
Yeah.
So that we should totally have at least an option for.
Yeah, there's also, and we can also look into this. So there's a Linux Foundation research. There's a team, we can reach out to them regarding reviewing the survey and improving maybe some questions, and in general also designing the survey. So maybe we can have like a first like a list of questions which we want to add, and they can give also feedback, so we can work with them. And also contributor experience, maybe we can also ask them the tag. Right. This survey is about the attendees. So the idea would be that we have that we share this at local meetups, and that we have a diverse field of different people. Because in the past we did a survey once last year, and we had, I don't know, like most of the folks filling out the survey were from Europe, I think from Germany. And I think this is not very representative. And we have now this opportunity with have all those meetups. So I think we can also have like a very interesting set of different eyes on this topic. So this survey would just kind of look into, into the goals. So understanding the landscape, routing back knowledge of companies and users to the landscape, so we can detect like knowledge gaps, basically what was described in the issue. Anybody interested in working on this survey?
I am interested on helping on that.
Nice.
Let me add my comment there.
We could also like combine those two issues, if you don't mind. So we have like you three all working on those two together.
You mean it is related to previous one, right? You mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's also the survey. Maybe we follow
Okay.
probably the same review process, right? So
okay, then you can add me as well. Let me add a comment.
I think you should refresh.
I have just added. You need to refresh it again, I think. Sorry for that.
Nice. Awesome. Right. This one, I think this is like a very small one.
Sorry,
this is,
I have a question. Maybe I missed. All the speakers have already been defined or founded,
No,
or
no.
This is another topic. I couldn't see any. This is related to all the local organizers should find this. We don't need to do anything about this, or
so the idea was, or the idea is that the local meetup organizers know their community best. Probably they need support in general about like what types of events or talks are we looking for. So there's like one section here, and we can definitely expand on this, but there's like types of presentations at the event here.
Okay.
That talks a little, wait, where is it? Wait.
I am asking this because till the 2nd of October, if there are no speakers, it might be difficult to find, right? At least 1 month before.
Right.
They should be ready.
We should keep an eye on this, but in general, it's also listed here in the tasks. So identifying and inviting speakers would be up to the local meetup organizers, because I mean, I don't know, like if there's like a meetup in Brazil, it would be kind of challenging for me to find a speaker, because I don't know
only online
many people from Brazil.
Yeah, all online ones we can suggest. Right?
Yeah, for online ones, it's different, and there are already some, and I need to add a list, but there's some already interested in talking at the online event. But definitely for the online event, we need to, like, this is like our job to like maybe reach out to some people and inviting them. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarification.
So the badges. So this is like a small one.
I have a question. Regarding speakers, can we as well invite speakers we know, like people we know might be willing to want to speak in this kind of event, and they're interested in sustainability now? Can we invite them as well?
Yes. So I think for the virtual event, there's also one issue which goes into organizing this virtual event. So we need to define a little bit like what are our expectations, and also we need to have like a little like small process around it, so it's also fair to everyone, and not, I don't know, we just invite our closest friends and they have like this platform. There should be like we want to have it fair and everybody has like the opportunity to talk at the virtual event. So this would be part of the other ticket. But definitely, I mean, if there's somebody interested in talking at the event, we are looking for speakers, right? So this would be great.
Okay.
Is there a SM apply or sessionize then in that case, Leo? Because that would make sense to have it in an organized
Right
manner.
now we don't. Yeah. That's something we need to maybe just like add a survey. Maybe we don't need like a sessionize, just like have like a very slim process around this, but this needs to be added. We need to work on that. Yeah.
Because yeah, as long as it can also be the others to see what kind of talk they are submitting. So like if you would create just a public GitHub issue, maybe not everyone would feel comfortable about sending their proposal and description of their proposal so that everyone in the world could see it.
Yeah.
Because no one is, not everyone is that courageous. So just having some place where they could do it in a private manner as well, I think will be more inclusive.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a good point. Yeah. So because we are talking about this already, I can just jump to this one. So this issue is exactly about that, organizing the virtual meetup using Bevy, which I briefly showed, define an agenda, inviting speakers. So there would be another point, actually defining the agenda. It's mentioned here, but also reaching out to speakers and evaluating submission proposals. Oops. I think this is a bigger one, this issue, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to work on this, obviously with a lot of other people, because this looks like big one.
Yeah, that's great. Nice.
Yeah, I can help out as well.
I'll also add myself to this one. Even I will also look in all the other ones, but probably I need to focus on this a little bit more, I expect. Guide Me to the Moon is also signed. Nice. All right, awesome. Right. So there's a folder. So for every issue I created, and this is also public, maybe interesting for you all. Drive. So we have one folder. This is part of the CNCF Google Drive. And there is a folder for the CNCF Cloud Native Sustainability Week. So for example, the slides, the welcome slides, which is linked on the issue, which is currently empty. You can find this here and all these other documents as well. So if you are ever looking for something, or if you need to create something, you can just place this in this folder. I can also link this maybe into the issue. Okay. Now to the badges. So this, as I said, this is a smaller one. So after, and you're probably aware, but Credly is this platform where you can issue basically certificates to people that they, for example, completed a training or something like this, and we can have a badge for us for this event. And this would be just to, probably we need to create a design and talk to the CNCF and Linux Foundation. I think the Linux Foundation has an account to issue those. And we also need to collect organizers. So we need to, after the event happened, we need to check in if the organizers planned the event and that we collect information that so we can issue those badges. Somebody interested in this one? I think it's a smaller one.
Sure, I can help out, not on the design because that's not my strongest side, to be honest.
A couple of my friends are designers. I can just ask them. Maybe they have like some spare time.
I can check out as well. Yeah. Let's see. Let me. I would need to learn that anyway for KCD Norway. How to do it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, if it loads.
But what are we exactly supposed to do with social media promotion?
Shit. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Yeah. I think my internet is unstable right now. Anyways, so this one is about social media promotion. This is more like a tracking issue. So probably there's like some smaller things into this, maybe writing. I don't know, for example, so the Cloudcast, for example, also, I also talked to them. They're maybe also interested in having like an episode about this. This also goes more in the social media side. Obviously, posting stuff over the tag Twitter and maybe also writing a blog post about the event, something like this. So we need to first think about like what are the options for us to promote this event. It's this one. Is there anybody interested in this one? I will sign myself.
We'll still have to plan it, right? I mean, I'm not able to understand how we're going to do it, because I know like there is one channel in Slack where we put the links, and then I guess someone in the team just puts it on the CNCF Twitter. So I think we'll have to coordinate there. I can take a look. I can help in this as well.
Nice. That's great.
But I guess, but I guess we will have to keep track of all the local meetups. This is what I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think every local meetup can also do obviously their own like promotion, but I think it makes sense also to push this from the CNCF side and just support them. So if we maybe like I don't know, we can have, I don't know, 2 weeks before the meetup, we can or so we can have like every day one post about the meetup or something, just to have like some kind of presence in sharing this initiative. And then also maybe a month before we can publish a blog post on the CNCF blog about this event. I think writing something about it. I think this can be done.
Yeah, so I think I can help in this.
Nice. All right. The website. This also goes slightly in the social media direction. So this is about that we have a page, a website, so we can link to. This just summarizes the overall event idea. Over time, we can also add, for example, that certain meetups are happening. Maybe we can have like a picture of the world map kind of and have like dots or something, and and links to the local meetups. I think this can be very cool. We can also, if we publish a blog post, we can also link it and things like this. Right. This would be, so there's either the way that we can use the existing TAG Environment Sustainability website. So we have this one. We could add something to this about page and have one tab about this event, or we can have something published under this domain or any other domain. So we can have maybe a different design, which is more, I don't know, intriguing or something. Anybody interested in helping this out? I can assign myself.
Yeah, sure. I can.
Awesome.
Here. Maybe it's even possible to like have a separate tab there on the, for example, TAG ENV website. Then it's even more visible. Like if you access the main page, then you get to see it.
We can do that. We can have a tab here. But it's maybe a little bit long, right? But it's an option, yeah. Wait, where is the tab? Nice. Okay. Right, upload YouTube recordings. I think this is one just for me. The funny one? No, a boring one. I'm already doing this. And then this one, I think it's also it's also a tracking issue. So this issue would be if there's like any questions from local meetup organizers, this would be like just an issue to answer it and also enhance the existing document. Possibly an FAQ section could be helpful. So this is yeah, maybe a little bit boring, but I think it's very important because we want to support the local meetup organizers the best we can. And I think that we have just a couple of people looking out on this issue. I think it's important.
I can help so.
Nice. So, and then there would be the one issue which is yet to be created by Mehmet.
Actually, I have just created. I sent
nice.
via chat box. You can click the link. Yeah, just for sure you can add me first if anyone can come. Here, the main idea, I think, trying to find the suitable gifts that we can offer. And if the second part, if we need, I hope we will not need too much, we need to find sponsor as well, right?
I mean, it depends on the gifts. So if we have discount codes for trainings, the sponsor would be the LF itself. So we don't need. I think this can be done. If we are talking, for example, about T-shirts, then we need a sponsor, and I think this does not make sense.
Not hard.
So like discount codes, I think we can get them. We don't need to worry about sponsorship too much.
Okay. Will you be available to help me for this, Leo, or?
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
Right. I think that's all. Right?
This is not in this list, right? It might be a good idea
point.
to add it to there.
Wait. Okay. It's not linked. 1 second.
When do we start working on these tags?
That's a good point. So I would, we could, for example, meet every, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe every 2 weeks, just to go over all those issues and just to check on all of them. But I think most of the stuff can be also done async over Slack. So for example, I don't know, Mehmet also had like new ideas about this, for example, and then he can just add a comment in Slack and we can chat about that. Or somebody reaches out to the CNCF or need a contact to the CNCF to reach out to, we can also sync on this async. But I think it would make sense that we have every week, every 2 weeks or so, like a short meeting just to keep in touch. And also to discuss like bigger like questions, which are not, which takes too much time to discuss this over Slack. So I think this, yeah.
Sounds good, yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think for now, all the issues have assignees. So this is already a good first step. And we have 4 minutes left in the meeting. Are there any questions? So I think for over time, maybe we can refine like tracking issues, for example, add like more detailed ones if we are, have a better idea what is going on. And yeah, thanks everyone definitely for supporting this. It's greatly appreciated. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So splitting
Leo,
it makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much. I just had one, because we are like less of time. I just had one thing. Like I got to know about this meeting because I think you sent it to the channel. Am I missing the meetings? I mean, I think I missed a lot of meeting calls or something. I mean, I even tried to find the mail, like if I can add this event in my calendar, and I seem to lose it. Do we have some page? Can you help me with it? Yeah,
Yes.
I think I lost.
So the calendar is an ongoing problem because we cannot. So usually you send out, you have like a list of people who are part of the, like a mailing list where you can just sign up to. We have a mailing list, but from the CNCF, we should not invite this mailing list. I don't know exactly why, but they had like some bad experiences in the past. So we just have this page here, which lists, and it's also on Slack. So there's like a bookmark on Slack to the calendar, and we add invites here. So for example, we met yesterday, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And also there is a YouTube channel. So over the last couple of weeks, we started uploading our meetups to YouTube. So if you are missing one, there's a recording. Next week, for example, we talk about the green project proposal from Nikki and Christina.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that could be useful because that's what I'm using and it works pretty well. We added this link to with a magic URL that will you could use to import it into your calendar. So every new event that pops up in here related to environmental sustainability will automatically pop up in your calendar once you import that magic link. So it's both on the website and here. So I'm using that and that works really nicely. Also including these meetings that are outside of the regular recurring project meetings as well. That
Awesome.
iCal filter link.
Right, yeah.
If you use that one to import, for instance, in Google Calendar, then you will get all the events automatically.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I need to do that. I commented on that and that it's awesome, but I forgot to actually actually do it.
I can confirm it's working. I'm testing it continuously, so that
Nice,
works really
okay.
well.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. It's
Thank you very much
for me,
for
6 p.m.
everyone.
See you all around.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Bye.
good
Thank
evening,
you. Bye.
day.